Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for so much love and appreciation. So this is a one shot video covering the incubation period of all the communicable diseases with very easy mnemonics so that you will mark correct answer, you won't make it wrong. And if you are new to this channel guys, please subscribe to the channel for more such amazing content. So let's get started with the topic for today, that is incubation period. So okay guys, we are starting with the respiratory tract infection. Okay, so not only we have included the incubation period but the causative agent of all the organism guys. Okay, see smallpox, that is eradicated now. Okay, and that is the causative agent is the variola, and the incubation period is 8 days. Okay, see count the number of letter guys, that is 8 letter, hence it's 8 days. Okay, so incubation period is 7 to 14 days, something between that. Then chicken pox guys. Okay, so normally what happen in every family, you eat chicken twice a week guys. Okay, that is remember 2 week. Okay, that is 14 to 16 days. Then coming to the guys measles, mumps and rubella. Okay, see this is very simple. How I have remembered, if you try to remember like this, that becomes easy. See measles you remember 10 days guys. Okay, then mumps, what you have to do, out of 10 guys, make a 9 guys. Okay, so that is your mumps becomes a 19 days incubation period. Then coming on guys to your rubella. Okay, so out of this 9 guys, okay, make a 4, that is 14 days. So that is 10 days, 19 days and the 14 days guys. Okay, see measles 10 to 14 days, mumps that is 14 to 18 days, that's 19 days guys. So incubation periods are given differently in each of the book, each of the source guys. Okay, so I have tried to include what is like most important, like most commonly given in every book. Rubella guys, that is 14 days. Okay, now coming on to influenza guys. Okay, see measles is caused by paramyxoviridae, mumps is caused by paramyxoviridae, but this rubella is caused by toga virus guys. Okay, then for measles the important thing is the presence of the Koplik spots guys, and for rubella it's the Forsheimer's spot. This measles is also known as rubeola. And mumps, okay, then mumps causes parotitis, orchitis guys, this type of infection, and rubella known as the German measles guys, toga viridae. Then coming on to influenza guys. Okay, so this influenza is caused by orthomyxovirus guys, which is a segmented genome guys. Okay, so it has 8 segments. So if you talk about the influenza guys incubation period, remember in flu, okay, in is 2 letter, flu is 3 letter, that is 2 to 3 days guys, that is your 18 to 72 hours. Now coming on to your diphtheria guys. Okay, so diphtheria, D is the 4th letter guys, hence it is the 4 days, and it is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Again very important, it shows the presence of metachromatic granules. Now coming on to pertussis guys, also known as whooping cough, it is caused by Bordetella pertussis guys. Okay, see this whooping cough is also known as 100 days cough guys. Remember how to remember, whooping 00 guys, that is 100 days cough is known as it is caused by Bordetella pertussis. And if you count P, if you do opposite of P guys, that is 9. Just see, P is 9, that is incubation period is 9 days, that is 7 to 14 days. Now coming on to meningococcal meningitis cause, this is caused by Neisseria meningitidis, which is so this is a capsulated organism, if you can recall from your microbiome. So remember meningitis man, that is 3 days guys, 3 to 4 days is the incubation period. Now coming on to SARS guys. Okay, the COVID virus, so it is caused by coronavirus and SARS 4 letter, hence 4 days guys, no confusion. Now coming on to tuberculosis, we know that tuberculosis is a chronic disease, hence leads to granuloma formation guys, interferon gamma causes granuloma, hence all the chronic disease it would be in weeks to year guys. Then this TB is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Now coming on to bronchiolitis guys. Okay, it is caused by SRSV, that is respiratory syncytial virus guys. Okay, if you count the number of letter in bro, okay, that is 3 days guys. Okay, so see basically if the name makes sense guys, okay, we do not count the whole thing, like if you see guys, man making a sense, bro making a sense, so we just counted the initial wala thing. Okay, if it is not making a sense, like we go to the full name guys. Okay, so this is about your respiratory tract infection. Now coming to your intestinal infection, see poliomyelitis guys. Okay, this poliomyelitis guys, if you remember, so basically if you try to remember this poliomyelitis, if you count the number of letter guys, see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so that is your 13 letter, guys. That is 12 to 13 days is the incubation period. Okay, so that is 7 to 14 days. Now coming on to your hepatitis A, B, C, D, N, E. See, first of all, they ask the question which family this belong. Okay, so this hepatitis A, guys, okay, they belong to picorna virus, that is enterovirus 72. Remember, APE 72. That hepatitis A belong to picorna virus, that also enterovirus 72. Then B, guys, BD, remember. Hepatitis B is caused by, this is the only hepatitis that is caused by a DNA virus. Rest all hepatitis is caused by a RNA virus. Then coming on to hepatitis C, guys, caused by Hep C virus, guys. That is the Flaviviridae family. Okay, hepatitis D virus, guys, D for delta virus, and it is dependent on B virus for survival. Okay, then hepatitis E, guys, okay, E is calci virus, guys. Remember, Akela virus, Kal virus, Akela virus. Okay, that is now coming on to the incubation period, guys. A 1 month, B 2 month, C 3 month, D is dependent on B, so almost the same thing, guys. 2 month to 2 month. Okay, then E is again Akela, that is 1 month, guys. So 1 month 15 to 45 days, guys. 15 days plus minus 2 month, guys. So 60 days, that is 30 to 150 days, guys. 3 month approx 90 days, guys. Okay, D same as B, around 2 month, guys. E 1 month. Now coming on to this cholera. Cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae, guys. Okay, that causes the rice water stools. So this cholera is 1 to 2 days incubation period, guys. Diarrhea you get very soon, guys. It won't take so long. So that is very short incubation period. Now coming on to this typhoid, guys. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi, guys. Okay, T for T, T for 10, guys. Okay, so the incubation period is 10 to 14 days. Now coming on to staphylococcal food poisoning, guys. This is very, very important. So after consuming a poultry or something, the history would be there, guys. Okay, and this causes the food poisoning. Incubation period is 1 to 6 hours. Similar incubation period is Bacillus cereus emetic type of food poisoning. There you have a classical history of Chinese fried rice consumption. So this is very important. Now coming to your roundworm, guys, Ascariasis. Okay, so this is caused by Ascariasis lumbricoides, guys. Okay, if you see roundworm, guys, okay, this roundworm, look at the R, guys. Okay, so R, that is your 2 months, guys. Okay, remember, this roundworm is a long-term infection, so that is 2 months, guys. So remember, round and worm, there are 2 words total, that is 2 months. I think that would be more easy. Now coming on to hookworm, guys. Okay, so hookworm is this also known as Ankylostomiasis. It is caused by Ankylostoma duodenal, guys. Okay, so basically hookworm. So the other thing that is important is there is a Chandler's index used for measuring the hookworm. Okay, and the incubation period is 4 weeks to 9 months, guys. Okay, this is, remember, the baby in the womb is a worm, and mother hooks for 9 months, that is 4 weeks to 9 months. Now Guinea worm disease, guys, that is caused by, that is also known as dracunculosis. It is caused by Dracunculus medinensis, and remember, like a Guinness record, you will get it once in a year, not like every month. Okay, so that is 1 year, and this disease has been eradicated now. Now coming on to other communicable disease, that is Leishmania. So Leishmania, Kala Azar, okay, that is caused by Leishmania donovana. Here you see the presence of amastigote, promastigote bodies, guys. Okay, and this Leishmania, remember, like a lazy man, so that will be around 1 to 4 months. Now trachoma, guys. Okay, that causes inclusion conjunctivitis caused by Chlamydia trachomatis. If you count the number of letters in trachoma, that is 8 days, so it's 5 to 12 days. Now coming to the tetanus, guys. Tetanus TE10, guys. Okay, that is 6 to 10 days, and this is also known as 8th day disease. This is again important, guys, that you need to know. Okay, 5th day disease is Erythema infectiosum, guys, that causes slapstick appearance, guys, a frequently repeated thing. Now coming on to vector-borne disease, guys. Okay, if we talk about the vector-borne disease, first of all, it's dengue, guys, that is caused by arbovirus, that is, and the vector is Aedes aegypti. Count the number of letter in dengue, guys, that is 6, that is 6 days. Now coming on to the malaria, that is transmitted by the female Anopheles mosquito. So we have 4 species, that is Vivax, Falciparum, Malariae, Ovale. Okay, then you also need to remember the knots, guys. Remember, in Viva, examiner shuffle the question, that is Shuffler dot. Falciparum, guys, if you reverse it, guys, that is Moriers, M-A-U-R, Moriers dot. Then malaria, guys. Okay, then remember, like Gujarati say Medzeimer, that is malaria is G-man. Okay, Medzeimer. Then Ovale, guys. Okay, that is James Ovale, guys. Then coming on to the incubation period. Okay, see. So how I have remembered, guys, Viva, happens like once in 15 days in your college or something, guys, like not very frequently, but like in a month twice, guys. That is, if you remember, viva once in a 15 days, that is 14 days incubation period, and in viva you score 0. Okay, that is your 15, that is around 14 days. Or also you can remember ovulation time, that is around 14 to 16 days, guys. Okay, that is the incubation period. Now coming on to your falciparum and your malaria. Remember, M for malaria, M for a month, guys, that is almost 30 days incubation period. And if you count the number of letter in falciparum, guys, that is 10 days. That is the incubation period of falciparum. Now lymphatic filariasis, guys, it looks like a filariasis, that is year, 1 year incubation period, and it's caused by Wucheria bancrofti, and the vector, and it's a Equinox mosquito. Now coming, guys, rabies is caused by rhabdovirus, that is Lyssa virus type 1, guys, that is 100% fatal disease, it causes hydrophobia. And rabies, count the number of letter, guys, 6 letter, 6 week, guys. Remember, rabies cannot be in days, guys, because once you get infection, the infection has to transcend up, go to the central nervous system in order to manifest, so it will take a time. Okay, now coming on to yellow virus caused by flaviviridae, guys, and here the strain for the vaccine is, that is 17D, guys, strain. If you see yellow virus, guys, remember yellow, okay, that is 2 to 5 days. Then Japanese encephalitis, guys. Okay, that is caused by flavivirus and arbovirus type B, guys. Count the number of letter in Japan is 8 days. That is 5 to 15 days. Then Kaya Sanur forest disease, guys. How I have remembered it as Kaya Sanur. Okay, that is your 3 to 8 days. If you count 3 days, then 3 plus 5, 8 days. Then coming on, guys, to your chikungunya fever. So this chikungunya, it is caused by chikungunya virus, that is the arbovirus, guys, and the vector is again the Aedes. Okay, so chikungunya, guys, that is 5 days. Okay, then coming on to your bubonic plague, pneumonic plague, and septicemic plague. Here the vectors are fleas. Okay, so all the plague, guys, remember a plague is 6 letter, remember it as 6 days, guys. Okay, if it is pneumonic, guys, respiratory wala, so it will be slightly less, guys. Then scrub typhus, count the number of letter, that is 11 days, guys. It is caused by Orencia shushugamoshi, and the vector is mite, and the larva is known as chiggers. Then Q fever, caused by Coxella brunetti, guys. Remember, Q fever does not have any vector, guys. No vector, no fever. That is very important. Okay. Then this Q fever, guys, this shows the presence of a donut granuloma. Again, important thing that may be asked in your exam. Okay. Then if you see a Q fever, so we say to God, na mahi Q. So remember, mahi Q, that is 3 days incubation period. See, now do you want me to revise the entire, like all the vectors in one page, so that it becomes easy for you to recall at the time of exam to revise? So let's get started. See, first we'll say Aedes, guys. Okay, so remember, Aedes will change the spelling. We won't remember that Aedes is spelling. I make my spelling, that is AEYADYECZ, guys. Okay, see, now coming D for dengue, Y for yellow fever, C for chikungunya, Z for Zika virus, Rift Valley fever, not at all important. Now Anopheles, guys, that is malaria, that everyone knows. Culex, guys, that is 2 things you need to know. One is the Japanese encephalitis, guys, that is caused by flavivirus, arbovirus, and one is the lymphatic filariasis caused by Wucheria bancrofti. Again, very important. Sandfly, guys, that is your Kala Azar. See, so basically now this is the table of mode of transmission of communicable disease, and this is your PSM program, that is NVBDCP, guys, that is National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So if you look here, guys, it includes 6 diseases, guys. Okay, and that is caused by 4 organisms. So sandfly, a disease caused by sandfly, that is Kala Azar, guys. Okay, then you have, guys, Aedes, that has 2 things that it includes, guys. One is the chikungunya, another one is the dengue. Anopheles, that includes malaria. Okay, then you have, guys, Culex, that includes Japanese encephalitis and filariasis. Okay, so this is the 6 diseases that includes prevention and control of vector-borne disease under the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So if you look at the image, guys, do you see some mosquito or something sitting? So I think you can easily recognize the image, guys. Okay, that is very important. Now coming on to the modes of transmission of communicable disease. So these 2 are the most frequently repeated question, guys, that comes here. One is the chickenpox, one is the measles, guys. Okay, so see, this chickenpox, it's transmissible, communicable 1 to 2 days before, guys, to 4 to 5 days after the rash. Okay, then measles is 4 days before rash to 5 days after rash. Okay, to 4 to 5 days. Some book says 4, some books says 5. Then rubella, guys. Okay, rubella 7 letter. Remember, guys, 1 week before to 1 week after. Same thing. Remember with mumps also, guys. Mumps is also like 5 what? So 5 days before to 7 days after, guys. Then influenza inside, that is IN, that is 1 to 2 days before to 1 to 2 days after the onset of symptom. Tetanus, guys, it's not communicable. This is again important, guys. Okay. So this is again important. Tetanus is there, guys. Okay, so this disease like tetanus rabies they do not follow your iceberg phenomenon. This is again important. Okay, so this was about mode of transmission. So this is a table that summarizes all your vectors or something. See, Aedes we have already read, guys. Chikungunya, dengue, yellow fever, Zika, Anopheles, malaria. Culex you have Japanese encephalitis, lymphatic filariasis. Snails, guys, that causes cystomasis, that causes bladder carcinoma. Then you have flies, guys, black flies that causes onchocerciasis, river blindness. This is included in the Vision 2020, guys. Okay. Then flea. Remember the mnemonic for flea, guys. Okay. So that is FEN. Okay. See. Okay. So you have fan, guys. Okay. So that is flea. F for EN for endemic typhus, guys. Okay. So flea causes endemic typhus. Okay. And this is caused by Rickettsia typhi. And also there is this causes plague, guys. Okay, then lice, guys. Remember LATER. So okay, see, T for trench fever, E for epidemic done, endemic done, guys. So this will be, guys, epidemic typhus, and R for relapsing fever. So this typhus, epidemic typhus caused by Rickettsia prowazekii. Now coming on to sandfly, guys. This causes your sandfly fever, phlebotomus. Okay, again important. Okay, Kala-Azar leishmaniasis. Then coming on to this ticks, guys. Okay, so this causes your relapsing fever, borreliosis. This causes your rickettsial disease like Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Indian tick typhus, tularemia. Okay, this is again important. Then scrub typhus we have already seen, that is caused by mite, but that is caused by Ornithia shushugamosi, and here the vector is mite. Then triatom bugs. Okay, that is American trypanosomiasis. So remember, American dropped an atom gas. Okay, remember like this. Then CC fly, guys, that is your sleeping sickness. Again important, that is African trypanosomiasis. And if it is American drop an atom. Okay, that is triatom bugs, Chagas disease. Okay, see, basically we have seen these two questions they also ask you, guys. Okay, what is the period of isolation, guys? If we talk about the chicken pox, guys, period of isolation is until all the lesions are crusted. And measles, from the onset of the symptoms, guys, that is the catral stage, to 4 days after the appearance of rash. Okay, now let's see few MCQs, guys, that can be asked and how it can be asked. See, guys, what is the incubation period of yellow fever? Let's use our mnemonic which I gave you, guys. Let's see, does it makes our work easy? Yellow. Okay, that is 2 to 5 days or 3 days. Okay, see, I think this you can easily rule out. This all are in weeks, guys, only one in days, guys. Okay, now see, you have been sent to an area to study the ongoing typhoid epidemic, guys. Okay, we want to study the typhoid epidemic. When will be you declare the area free of epidemic? If you have watched my PSM lecture, I said that, guys, area is declared free of epidemic if there are no new cases. Okay, for twice the incubation period. So basically this is application, guys. Okay, so if you don't know the incubation period, you cannot solve the question. And also, guys, not only about the incubation period, but also this counts your PSM knowledge. Okay, see, then typhoid, guys, if we talk about it. Okay, so the typhoid was around, guys, 10 to 14 days. T for typhoid, T for 10. Okay, so we'll see 14 days you need to do double, not possible. Even if you do double, guys, that is around 28 days, not possible. Okay, 45 days, not at all possible. That is around 28 days. 14 ka double, 28. Now coming on to the next one, incubation period of your Salmonella typhus. This is caused by typhoid, and typhoid, what do we remember, guys? 10 days ke around. Okay, so that would be around 5 to 21 days. That fits in your 10 days ka criteria. Then coming on to incubation period of lymphogranuloma venerum, LGV. That is again caused by chlamydia. Okay, but this lymph involvement and granuloma formation will take time, guys, though we have not read this question. Okay, but that is 10 to 13 days, guys. Okay, and if you count the number of letter in lymphogranuloma, see 5 on lymph, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This comes around 15, 16 days, guys. Okay, so that is around 10 to 30 days. Now see how application based question come, guys. Okay, Akshay develop fever, headache, and a diffuse rash as seen, guys. Okay, this is the typical appearance of rash, guys. Okay, the rash is most prominent on face and chest, guys. Okay, the rash is very itchy. He's a football player and has upcoming tournament in next few days. He wants to know whether he can be play by then. Considering if the rash is infectivity, how will you advise him to get isolated, guys? Okay, see, basically this is the lesion of chickenpox, guys, because you see various stages of the lesion, guys, here. Okay, so till when it's isolation, that is until all the lesions are crusted, guys. Very simple. Now coming on to next application back. See, there is a child, guys, okay, that is brought to your OPD and directly they have given you this picture. Also, this question can be given as 3 C's history, guys, that is cough, coryza, and conjunctivitis. Okay, see. Then how will you proceed with this? So see, this is the typical photo of your Koplik spot that appear opposite to your second molar, guys. Okay, seen in measles infection that is caused by paramyxoviridae. If we remember the incubation period of measles, guys, that is 10 days. Okay, and when do you guys, it is communicable from 4 days before to 5 days after. But they have asked you during which period the disease can be spread to others, guys. Okay, so that is important, guys, here. Okay, so that will be 4 days before to 4 days before and 4 days after the appearance of rash, the disease is communicable, guys. Have a look, guys. Period of communicability, it's the 4 days before to 4 days after. That is your measles infection. Okay, coming on to the next one, guys. Okay, see, this is a 15-year-old boy. He complains with fever, malaise, has a itchy rash. Do you see, guys, the chickenpox rash are itchy, which first appeared on the trunk, guys. Okay, if you look at the rash, guys, this looks like a chickenpox rash. So when is the disease most contagious, guys? Okay, if we talk about the disease being most contagious, guys, okay, so see, that is 2 days before to 5 days after the onset of rash, guys. Okay, that is the disease is more contagious. This is also see, chickenpox, guys, that is 1 to 2 days before to 4 to 5 days after, guys. Okay, that is the disease is most contagious during this time. This is again important. Okay, so this is all about today. Hope, I think you had a good time making incubation period topic easy. Also, I have tried to discuss a bit about the communicable disease per se. If you like it, guys, please do comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Best of luck. Happy learning, guys.